Well, amid the fighting in Gaza, there have also been clashes in the area known as the West Bank or biblical Judea and Samaria, including violent protests and gun battles during Israeli arrest raids. Despite concerns in the area, one Christian organization is committed to standing with the Israeli settlers no matter what. Chuck Holton brings us that story in Judea.
HaYovel operates deep in the hills of Judea and Samaria, the biblical heartland, also known as the West Bank. In addition to biblical history, the area is also steeped in modern conflict. While much of the world believes Jewish communities here undermine the peace process, one group of Americans has been living in Samaria since 2004.
Our family came here 20 years ago. We came here to support the Jews in their return to in their biblical mandate, prophetic mandate, and we're excited to be serving them.
HaYovel volunteers say they simply support Jewish settlers who have a right to be here based on biblical history. Now, threats to their existence are greater than ever.
October 7th gave us a wake-up call. I think it gave all of Israel a wake-up call. But here for us, this is the first time we've actually seen a multi-front war since 1973. So our purpose here is to serve these communities who are vulnerable. Bottom line, they're vulnerable, and I think the Christian world needs to understand that.
So this is the gate that goes from Israel into the city of Nablus, which is an Israeli city, but it's administered by the Palestinians. Under the Oslo Accords, there were 3 zones: A zone, B zone, and C zone. A zone is a zone where Israelis are not allowed to go. It's administered by the Palestinian Authority, and you can see this sign here, which shows this road leads to an Area A under the Palestinian Authority, and it is illegal for Israeli citizens to enter this area. Why? Because it is dangerous to your lives. Now, Arabs can pass through this gate and come through to Israeli-controlled areas without any problems. And in fact, tens of thousands of them do that every day to go to work. But right now, they're not able to go to work because of what happened on October 7th.
The whole idea of apartheid state is a bunch of bunk. It's leftist propaganda that's trying to steal this biblical lands from Israel. And the signs that you mentioned, these big red signs, there's no sign, there's no place in all of Israel that says no Arabs allowed. This just doesn't exist. As an Israeli in this area, you would not be able to go to the Arab village next door. Like, it's no Jews allowed. On the other hand, the Jewish settlement behind me, just a Jewish settlement, guess who built all those apartment buildings? The Arabs. They hired Arabs to come and build these communities.
With tensions already high, the Palestinian Authority leaders calling for a repeat of October 7th, global calls to support Hamas put people here in danger.
So we've got 500,000 Jewish people living in this Judea and Samaria area, all of which are surrounded by these hostile Arab villages. We can talk about the percentages, but the facts on the ground are there's enough hostility in these towns to cause a major threat to these Jewish communities living here. Just the other day, right after October 7th, we saw the flags of Hamas flying in the nearby village.
But this family has no plans to evacuate.
There's never been a line that's so clear. Evil has never been so clear to us. So this is not even a question for anybody in our family. We're standing with the Jewish people.
From Samaria, I'm Chuck Holton for CBN News.